ADA is going to be one of the best performing blue chip coins in this market cycle. I'm Luckside. Welcome to the channel. There is some data that is supporting exactly this that I think a lot of people right now are in fact overlooking. And in this video, I want to break down what that is, what our expectations should be, and how people tend to get these things wrong. So appreciate you guys as always. If you guys haven't already, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and let's go ahead and dive right into this. When we look at ADA right now, a lot of people, they look at these last 6 months of consolidation. They say, oh my gosh, ADA is not performing great. We pulled back. And what you have to understand is, we're experiencing a lot of the same thing throughout the crypto market. Some pullbacks across assets have been larger, some have been smaller, but it's all about what happens during times of adoption when new users and new capital are in fact flowing into the market. Where are they flowing, right? And in fact, there is some data that came out from the early part of this market cycle. And what this confirmed is that Cardano tends to outshine the market during bullish impulses. So what they did was they actually gauged from September of 2023, so just before we began to take off in October, through March. And what they found was that during that time, ADA experienced a significant 217% increase, reaching its yearly peak at 81 cents. For some comparisons, BTC ran only about 184%, and the global market cap of crypto only grew about 164%. Were there some better performers than ADA? Yes. But what we saw during that time is exactly what I've talked about before. New users and new capital flowing into the space, they were flocking to ADA. ADA, when the market is popping, when retail is flowing, when there's excitement, that is when it performs its best. And during these last 6 months, while the market's been consolidating, while we've been pulling back, those people aren't coming in. All right. We have not experienced significant times of adoption, significant times of capital inflow during the last 6 months. In fact, if you guys take a look at what the global market cap of crypto's done during that time, it's a very consistent trend. It's just down and to the right. All right. Look from here, from basically the beginning of March, down, 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 regardless of what BTC is doing, regardless of what, frankly, anything in the market is doing, regardless of even some of the positive things that we've dealt with, the net flows are not moving that direction right now. Now, what the great news is that during alt season, these type of early market cycle inflows that we see, they get magnified. All right. They get basically this huge explosion, right? This is, again, we're getting close to that point where Cardano kind of gets a rocket up its butt along with the rest of the market. And we go on these huge surges to the upside. And the trend is shown that during that time, Cardano is going to have some of the higher inflows. I think Shiba Inu was probably the highest in terms of inflows. Retail loves Shiba Inu. I've talked about Shiba here on the channel all the time. But the point is this is why I think ADA is going to be one of the best blue chip performers as we get into alt season, as things really take off. And this isn't even bringing up the fact yet of further Cardano usage or implementation of stable coins or anything like that. There's a lot of DeFi potential when it comes to Cardano, but if you look at just a straight, optics, retail person, not knowing what the heck they're doing, just getting onto a centralized exchange and just buying an asset that speaks to them, ADA tends to be one of those that they flock to. I hope that makes sense for people, right? People, they look too much at the wrong thing. They look too much at the recent data. And the problem is when you do that, it tends to create recency bias. People look at this and say, oh, this isn't really good, right? But then they tend to ignore this part. What happens when times are good, okay? Hopefully that makes sense for people. Now, when is this going to happen? Frankly, sometime soon, right? I've talked about this in other videos. Again, typically sometime either end of September through the middle of October is when the market in general begins to start to rally. If we look at last market cycle, like I talked about in my ADA video earlier today, it was sometime around November. All right. So we're very close to this pop in the market, this excitement burst, this new inflow of users and capital. And what that means is that we're very quickly approaching a time where ADA adoption and ADA inflows are significantly going to be on the rise. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this. I appreciate you as always. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys haven't already, again, feel free to check out Margex as well. Again, you can earn up to $10,000 in deposit and trading bonuses, no KYC, and you can participate in the huge Caspa airdrop that's going on right now. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.